ranking every U.S. state's lottery logo from worst to best. Now, 5 states, Alabama, Alaska, Hawaii, Nevada, and Utah, don't have a lottery, so they won't be included, but we will be doing D.C., so there'll be 46 spots. 46, Maryland, horrendous font style choice, and is an exploding L the most creative way they could think to represent the lottery? 45, Ohio, they just put their state abbreviation in a thought bubble, which ironically probably took minimal thinking. 44, Rhode Island, this is not a logo, it's just words, and although I do like the 3D concept, this thing needs a major update. 43, Arizona, again, not a logo, just words, but at least it's kind of a cool style. 42, Iowa, again, back to boring font styles, and what does this star have to do with the lottery or their state? 41, Kansas, obviously absolutely horrible font, but at least this kind of represents their state. 40, Massachusetts, it doesn't look awful, but how boring to just put the lottery in your state. 39, North Dakota, same thing, but the font is better, and I like that they have the lottery ball in there. 38, Nebraska, the font style makes this one look kind of cool, but this just feels like it should be plastered across children's toys, not a lottery logo. 37, Connecticut, now the font is awful, but the logo is okay, just feels like it's more representative of a bank than a lottery. 36, South Dakota, a clean, modern look, but where is our creativity? We just threw an L in the center of a circle. 35, Delaware, same thing, just lacks creativity, but the bright colors do make this one eye-popping. 34, Missouri, again, we've just got an L, but it's kind of curled around, and we do have some sticky notes or construction paper coming out of the back of it for some reason. 33, New Hampshire, pretty basic and a plain font, but made it this far because of the creativity of having the O be a lottery ball with a graduation cap. 32, Pennsylvania, having the keystone on there is basic and not super creative, but it looks better than a lot of what we've seen. 31, West Virginia, I mean, this is a cool look, kind of has a diner feel, but doesn't really feel like it represents the lottery or their state. 30, Wisconsin. Now, I know there's not a ton going on here, but I just think it's very bright and eye-popping and a clean, modern look. 29, Arkansas. Pretty simple, but not bad. Obviously represents the education element of the lottery with the graduation cap, and this also kind of resembles their state flag. 28, Tennessee. Nothing really too special here, but just feels like a fun logo, which is kind of what you're looking for when you play the lottery. 27, Vermont. I like the color scheme here, and then obviously the money over here represents the lottery. 26, Texas, another one that just kind of has a fun feel to it and represents the state. 25, DC, it's pretty simple, but I love how the O is a cherry blossom, very representative of their area. 24, California, this is another one that's very simple, but feels like it represents the state well. 23, New Mexico, another one that's perfect for the state it represents and just a modern, clean look. 22, North Carolina, nothing too crazy here, but I like having the nature scenery from their state. 21, South Carolina, a great color scheme here, and I love that it's got the palmetto tree. 20, Minnesota, just a clean, modern look and perfect for their state as it has the state bird. 19, Indiana, just a clean, modern design and represents the state well with the nature scenery as well as the state outline. 18, Montana, love the nature elements to this one with the mountains, the river, and the star, and I also like how the mountains make an M. 17, Oklahoma, feels recently updated, I like the color scheme, and got good elements of their state with the outline as well as the bird. 16, Maine, another one that feels very modern and is just a gorgeous look, I love how it shows the nature scenery from their state. 15, Kentucky, it's bright and eye-popping, I love the font style, and obviously the horse up top is perfectly fitting. 14, Wyoming, just a very fun logo, I love the font style, the deer up top is a nice touch, and the just maybe phrase down below is perfect for someone playing the lottery. 13, Mississippi, this one's pretty simple, but it is absolutely gorgeous, I love this flower here, and the curled S is a great finishing touch. 12, Georgia, obviously having the peach on there that their state is so well known for is a great idea, and then this one's also very bright and eye-popping. 11, Idaho, a clean look and represents the state well with the mountain and the sun in the background up here, and the lottery well with the money down below. 10, Washington, it's pretty simple, but a sleek, modern look, and obviously if you're playing the lottery, you're looking for some luck, so the 4-leaf clover is perfect. 9, Virginia, love the creativity here. Similar to the last one, you're looking for some luck, so obviously crossing your fingers is a good idea. 8, Oregon, same thing with the crossed fingers, but it's inside their state outline, so a great touch. 7, Louisiana. Love the uniqueness here. Got some 90s flair to it and obviously perfectly represents the Jazz in their state. 6, Colorado. Just a gorgeous logo, a clean modern look, and perfectly showcases the nature in their state. 5, Florida. This one's just very bright and vibrant. I love the realistic looking flamingo, and then the font style is incredible. 4, Michigan. Money doesn't grow on trees, but if you win the lottery, it might feel like it, so this is perfect. 3, New York. I love so many things about this one, the main one being the fact that the logo is in the shape of a lottery ball, but it's also got the New York City skyline as well as some mountains in the background, and the font just feels perfect for this state. 2, New Jersey. This one just speaks for itself. They've got their state outline in a 4-leaf clover on a lottery ball. This is elite. And number 1, Illinois. It's bright and eye-popping, so obviously catches your attention, and winning the lottery would feel like finding a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, so this is excellent.